Okay, well, welcome you guys. We're going to be talking about 3 ways to get more customers online. I'm Connie. I actually sell essential oils with doTERRA, but I'm also certified as a social media manager. So I do some social media management with some small business owners. My love is social media. Probably about 90% of my customers come off of social media. It takes a little bit longer, honestly, and we're going to kind of talk about some ways to get them to open up. But here's I get asked this question all the time, like, how do I get people off online into, whatever path you're going on? So I'm going to say first and foremost, though, you have to know who your ideal client is, okay? Because your graphics and your path that you have taken them on is all reliant upon you knowing who that person is. Where do they hang out? What are they responding to? Things like that. And so I'm not going to teach that today. I actually have a social media class. If you're stuck and you're like, I don't know who my ideal client is, then you're going to want to pick that up. You can just get with me and I'll send you a link for that. But we're just going to talk about really some ways I have found lately to really get customers just online or kind of in person too. Some of my tricks. So a great way to do this is to do vendor events, okay? If you guys are not friends with a LuLaRoe person, Tupperware, Pampered Chef, you really need to become friends with them. Okay, I saw somebody yesterday post, how do I find vendor events? Go to your online Facebook groups and go into where you can sell things in your town or your city or the one closest to you, and put up a recommendation. Say, is there events? Because y'all, there's tons of events. You just have to be able to find those, but you also have to just find the good ones, okay? Just a couple of quick tips. I always ask to be next to the LuLaRoe or the Tupperware ladies, okay? They typically have big displays. They typically have a following. Even if it's not particular their customers, especially LuLaRoe or Tupperware, people love that product, okay? So they'll head towards that booth. So I always ask to be placed next to one of them. And I've never had an event tell me no to that. And so just, ask to be placed near to them and really just start to talk with them. Okay, because they'll be able to tell you what are some of the upcoming events. They'll also be able to tell you, this one wasn't really good or weren't enough people, etc. Okay, you can also just organize your own. So I had a lady contacted me 2 weeks ago, and she goes into assisted living facilities. So this is high end, like they're paying several $1,000s a month to live in this assisted living facility. What she does is she does an event a week from end of September to December, like 15th-ish. Probably one of the best vendor events I was at Thursday. My calendar is completely booked next week for appointments. So you might need to just do that. What she does is she calls the activities directors and just ask if they can come in, and she'll bring vendors, and can they come in and just do, one or two events. She's super great at that. And that's something any of us can do, okay? I don't have to do it because she does it. So a couple of tricks at vendor events. Here's kind of where I see people go wrong no matter what business you're in. You've got to capture their information. Okay, if they'll tell you, "Oh, do you have a card?" and I'll give you a call. What does that translate into? Yeah, they're not calling you. Okay, so you've got to capture that. I use Scipio. And I'm going to show you the graphic that we use to kind of get their attention. But you need to capture their information, and then you need to follow up with them. Okay, a couple of cool ways is using like trivia questions. So I'll show you my trivia question in just a minute. If you're in like Pampered Chef or Tupperware, jewelry, things like that, ask some questions like, which one would you choose or which one do you need? So a really bright graphic. How Scipio works is that, so for mine, and I'll show it in just a minute, um, they have to guess how many lemons are in a lemon oil for me, and they text a word to my number, and I've got it set up where 10 minutes after they do that, they get a message, and then another, I think it's like 3 hours later, they get another message via text. Yeah, they're loving that. Okay, so, and you've captured their information, and it's something about texting, like people don't find that as, like they'll respond to that versus you're trying to give them a call. Okay, so we're going to be talking more about Scipio, and if you want that information, it's super inexpensive. It's $45 a month. If you've got 2 or 3 people on your team, you can divide that up by 2 or 3, and that's like $15 a person. So well worth it. We've paid for Scipio big time. Plus, I have a support group for you guys to go into. And then do a call to action right there. Okay, so schedule an appointment. If you do jewelry and they're kind of like not wanting to purchase right that second, or Tupperware, set up a consultation with them. Okay, maybe your ideal client is somebody who needs their cabinets organized. I could be one of those. Set that up, okay? Capture that, and then offer a bonus, especially if you're trying to sell stuff on the spot. Offer a bonus if they buy right then. Okay, so the other day I had diffuser necklaces, super inexpensive. They're like $2.57 to make off Amazon. And I said, if you purchase a kit today, you get a diffuser necklace. You guys, people want to purchase. Like they'll pull out their card and say, here you go, pretty quickly. So let me kind of show you guys here. So this is my graphic for my vendor event. So it's in a frame. You can see it's eye-catching. The font is bigger. The colors are there. And all they do is they text their guests. Okay, and I walk them through it. So I tell them, it's going to ask you to input your first name. If not, you're going to be nameless. And we'd hate that, because what if you win? And then ask them a few questions, okay? And you can set that up any way that you want. If you don't want to use Scipio, still capture their information somehow, and within 20 minutes or so, send them a text message, okay? Whether you do that on the phone, however you want to do that. But you've got to be capturing and starting a conversation with them. So let's talk about number 2. I love to do this. So I pair up with other businesses or even my own customers. So I told y'all, be friends with other direct sell people. I trade posts all the time. So what does that look like? If, let's say, Tupperware, like they have a special going on, I will put up a post for her on my personal page, tag 5 or 6 people, but in return, she's going to put what I want posted, and then she's going to tag a few people. I have 8 people right now in a Spoil Yourself class. They all came from other direct sell people. Okay. Ask for referrals. If anybody's done the Emerge training, we're taught that big time. Ask for that referral, because you guys, people will give it. Now, for you guys that are in essential oils, I think sometimes they've got to try their oils first, sometimes before they'll give a referral. Or at least they, on my part, I think they have to. And then one of the big things you want to do is just tag customers in public posts, okay, so that they can share that. So I have a class Sunday night where it's on aches and pains, and I've tagged customers that I know deal with aches and pains, okay? And because my posts are all public, they can see it and all their friends can see it. I've had a ton of people end up being my Facebook friend through a mutual friend because my posts are all public. Okay, so, just know that, be aware of that. If it's friends only, their other friends can't see that. So you just want to make sure that your posts are public. And then invite to classes, events, offer incentives, okay? So this is current customers. This is people, that when you're doing with other direct sell people, like this is a lot of times where what I do is I'll invite them to a free class, a free event. I tell them if you get 5 people to come, I will give you a diffuser necklace with a sample of essential oil. Okay. Another great idea that we're going to be doing is we're going to host an online Black Friday event. So if you're not with doTERRA and you want to be a part of that, just let me know. But it's just, we're going to make it to where people can easily shop from their couch. Okay. Super easy to do. Grab 10, 15 people that are in other direct sells, and you guys come together and do that. People want to shop. People hate going to the mall. So that's a super easy way to do it. Because if every one of you invite 20 people, that's a 20 of you. How many?
Hey, Connie, we can't hear you.
Oh, at all?
Oh, that's better.
I don't know what happened. Now it's fine.
We heard about your Black Friday thing with getting with
Okay.
other vendors, and then something happened.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so Black Friday. So one thing we're doing is we're getting about, well, my aim is 40 because we're doing 45 days to get 40 other direct sell people to do a Black Friday event with us. And so every day somebody gets to post their Black Friday special, okay? But then you're also getting so one of my requirements is everybody has to invite 20 people. Okay, so again, we're using Scipio so they can get that via text also, but that helps us get more exposure and get more people. Okay, so you can totally do that. Find, again, go on your Facebook garage sale sites and say, would anybody be interested in doing this? Because y'all, I mean, no matter what company you're with, you need customers. Point blank. Tupperware lady needs customers. The jewelry people need customers. So that's a great way to do that. Y'all can decide how long you want to go with it. We're doing for 45 days. But you could do the week before Thanksgiving. But that's a super easy way. Just really make sure those expectations are clear and what everybody's going to do. So, but we're super excited to do that. Great. Okay, so the third way. Oh, here's the graphic. So I use this graphic all the time. This is my one and only graphic. And I just ask other business owners. I do this in my online garage sale site all the time and in some networking groups I'm in. And I just say, can I promote your business for free? Are they going to tell me no? No, they're not going to tell me no. And I really am promoting their business, but we're trading post, okay? So there comes it's a two-way street there. So, but be specific at what you're promoting. Okay, so I usually do this for Spoil Yourself or maybe a class that I'm doing. Don't just say, well, do you want an appointment? They really kind of need to go to a free spot first. Okay, but you can totally make a graphic like that and use that. Super simple. Okay, my favorite way, and I'm going to show y'all behind the scenes on this. I haven't really done that. I love on garage sale sites and personal pages to promote. Do it all the time. I get people all the time. So one of the big secrets on this is just place a call to action. Okay, so I don't put a link for them to go and I might put a Google link for them to um, register like for a class, but I always say like comment me or comment yes, and then send them on a path. And I'm going to show you guys, like, you've got to start a conversation with them. I don't care what business you're in. If you're wanting to do online, you've got to start a conversation with them. So I will show you that in just a minute. But you can invite to a class. You could do a product demonstration. You could do a personalized consultation within their budget. Really, just meet them where they're at. So let me kind of show you what this looks like. Okay, so this was the Spoil Yourself, and this was an actual conversation between somebody. And she messaged me, and I was like, awesome, have you tried essential oils before? Have you ever used doTERRA? And then she gave me her answer. So the big thing is you want to wait for them to answer. Okay, if they're not answering, they're probably not your ideal client. Okay, they've got to be able to follow simple instructions and answer questions. And so she told me like what her fears were, what she was looking for. And so here was the second part of this conversation. So I'm pre-qualifying her, and that's what I really recommend. Okay, so I tell her this is what you're going to expect, and after the 5 days, I'll schedule an appointment. Does this sound like something you'd be interested in doing? And she was like, yes. And so then I send her to a Google form. Okay, super, super simple to do. And then after this, we just got to talking after this. Okay, now my Google form has a little bit more information as far as like what are some health concerns, what are other things that they're wanting to address. Okay, but super simple to get them interacting with you. She really had some great questions the other day. So here's this was the Essential Oils of the Bible class. So you can see I put this on our online garage sale site. You can see like the graphic catches your attention because people are scrolling through Facebook. You've got to catch them, okay? One thing I've changed here is I've put an end time to the classes, okay? So they know like what to expect there. And then I don't give them a link. I say comment me below to get info. Okay, and that's so I can start a conversation with them so that I know if they're serious. So you can see here, like, y'all, this was 2 people out of, I think I had 20 total. Some of them were already using oils. That's cool. But some of them weren't. So here's a couple little tricks. You always want to react to their comment because that's going to pull up in their Facebook feed. And then I always put sent a PM. Okay, if you're not friends on Facebook, what happens is that it goes into another folder and they can't see that. Okay, mine's set up where I can see all of those, but if it's just somebody who's not doing business and doesn't do a lot on Messenger, they won't see your message. So then you're like, well, why didn't they respond? Well, you didn't tell them to respond.
So when you say, excuse me, Connie, when you say you have it set up on yours that you can see that on Messenger, what do I need to do on my Messenger account to do that?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm messing with it.
Because I've had mine set up for so long that I'm not, because there's 3 different folders on Messenger. There's your friends, there's other requests, and then there is the Creepster area.
I didn't even know that there was 3 folders.
Yeah, there's 3 folders. Now, the final one, like, it's typically people who, it's always guys, and it's always, hey, babe, you're gorgeous.
Right.
Sometimes they're just funny, and so sometimes it's just funny. But most of those, like, decline and don't.
Right.
So I do a lot on social media, so I get those. Lovely. But you probably have people in your other folder that you don't even know about.
Yep. Okay. Something to go check out. Thanks for that tip.
Yeah. But so that's what's happening with these guys. If you don't put sent a PM, and if they didn't get it, like if they don't know they have another folder, then they'll be like, I didn't get a PM. And so then I'll just say to them, okay, well, go ahead and message me. And then it'll pop that other folder up once we connect. So But what I found was if I didn't do that, it got lost in the other folders.
Does that make them friends with you on Facebook or okay? All right.
But once we have a conversation, it does put them in my regular folder for my messenger.
Okay.
And so
Thank
they're
you.
not getting lost in the journey. So,
Okay.
but if you just click the like button, it's not gonna put in their notifications. Okay, so that little thing up there that says you have, and it'll say Connie reacted to your post. So it puts it in their feed. And so that's why. And then it'll put, because when I put sent a PM, it'll put another notification saying Connie responded to your post or your comment. So they're getting me twice. So is it foolproof? No. But it's pretty close. So, I mean, it's the most I can do without like friend requesting them. So, I don't know, my thoughts. Okay, so here's a couple of just next steps. Well, let's go back here. Does anybody have any questions that they didn't answer? A couple of easy tips.
So are you going to show us your Google form too?
I will do this. No. We're going to do this, okay? Because I have lots of people coming to me and saying, okay, how do I get all of this set up and done? And so I haven't done this in quite some time, but we're going to do a Black Friday inner circle. Okay, so if you're like, okay, let's get my business going for Black Friday. How do I find my ideal client? What should I offer, etc. We're going to work November 1st through the 30th. Okay, you'll see Google Forms, you'll see, but then you'll get me helping you put those steps together. One thing I am super great at, and God has just blessed me in, is to be able to give vision, to be able to say, here's the path that you need to go on. And it's super, I don't know, I can't explain how I do it. It just happens. But you'll be able to get your business prepared for Black Friday. For my oily friends, that includes doing BOGOs, okay? So there'll be a weekly video tips with some exercises. It really will help you find your ideal client, how to get them to purchase, having a social media strategy, okay? It's going to include a daily interactive graphic, okay? Because biggest thing I see is people are not posting the right things and enough stuff. And then we'll do Q&A where you guys can ask me any question twice a week, and then a social media plan for your business and how to do like special offer tweaks. So you can do that. It'll be $37 for the month of November. But I promise you'll be where you want to be at for Black Friday and for November. I'm really able to move forward into 2018. And then for you guys who are not using Skipio, we love Skipio. My business has just increases by about 50% every month using Skipio. And so if you're trying to figure out how to educate your customers, how to keep them interacting, it's $45 to $99 a month. Super inexpensive. I pay for it easily with just the increase in business. But that also gets you a social media guide just to be able to, it's a 2-hour class. But that's only if you use my link or you use Heather's link. Or if somebody else has a link that you can use. But it has to be through one of us or one of the gals that are in my Facebook group for that. So, but you can reach out and just ask those questions.
Well, I am super excited about that class. That Black Friday Inner Circle class seems awesome. Thank you, Connie.
Yeah, I think it will be fun.
It will. I'm excited. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be fixing that to where you guys will have Google, because your Google form may look a little bit different than mine. So, and there's keys to that, and it's just stuff that we need to be able to put into place to have you guys do that. And one thing, I mean, some of the girls who've been with me know, like, I don't release something unless I've already done it. I tweak all the time, and I say that in the Facebook group all the time, like, here's what I tweaked. Social media it's crazy, and it's ever evolving. And so sometimes you'll figure out Thursday that happened, like I had 3 or 4 people, and something I said just totally popped with them. Like you could see it in their face. And I was like, oh, I need to change that a little bit. And so it's tips like that I give that will totally make your business function better. And it's better to learn from a lot of people. So totally, and the cool thing is it's not just for oil people. If you're in any sort of direct sell, I work with my LuLaRoe person. I work with my Tupperware lady to be able to help them increase their business. So super excited. I'm working with a couple ladies who make custom signs who needed some social media help. So any other questions? And I know somebody had a chat question and I can't get to it. Sorry,
the chat questions was just saying you're awesome and we love you.
Y'all are so awesome.
Could you bring that back to the last page again? I was almost done.
And I'll give you the easy link. Actually, I'll put it in the Facebook group. So I'll put this slide in the Facebook group so you can see that, and then just a link, and we'll get started November 1st. So, but it really will. I love Black Friday. So, and it's been a couple of years since I've done an inner circle for Black Friday. So, has been. So, any other questions I can answer?
No, I think you've done wonderful, Connie. Thank you.
Well, y'all are so welcome. I'm so excited. We're going to have some fun. So, all my little tips of how this works best. So, easy. It really is easy once you get into a good pattern. So, but you have to be willing to tweak and to change. I promise. That's the only downside of that, is you have to be willing to tweak and change. Because if not, if you're stuck on this is the only way, it's not, you're going to run into some problems. So everybody's shaking their head at me. I love that. Yeah, you're going to totally run into what's not working. And I'll give you a really good example. So Thursday I'm at a vendor event. I walk into a facility. doTERRA is all over the place, every room. I'm thinking, what am I doing here? What am I seriously doing here? I was like, okay, God, you called me to serve here today. I have no doubt about that, just the way that this all came about. And I was like, okay. So what I found is that there was somebody who sells people oils there, but she doesn't educate her customers at all. So here comes the nurse practitioner. She's like asking me a couple questions. She just ordered $400 of oils. Did my heart sink a little bit? Yes, because I would have loved to have her on my team. But she was like, well, she gave me a sheet of paper. I don't even know what to do with my oils. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, what I usually do is, for people who currently have an account, y'all totally off the cuff, I set up a consultation. This is the fee for it. Would that be something you're interested in? I ended up with 4 people, and they've all invited people to my next class. Apparently they had a discussion about me yesterday in the little break room. And so there's another, apparently 8 people that I need to meet with.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I can't even, last night I was like 8. I can't even get 8 in next week, y'all. I can't even get them in. That's how busy my schedule is. And I'm like, oh. And so my mindset was right because I knew I needed to serve them. But then I set other appointments with people that she had not served. So y'all, and I told them, here's the fee. Here's what you get. You get an A to Z booklet. You get a whole regimen. This lady was so excited last night. She's like, oh, well, okay. I'm going to call a few more people. Okay. And who are they going to refer to? they're not going to refer to the social worker who's not providing customer service. They're going to refer to me. They already are. And so no matter if you're in jewelry, I mean, I was at a vendor event just to help a LuLaRoe friend out for a few minutes and was doing some shopping. And the jewelry person, like, she was so rude. So rude. I mean, I was like, I'm not going to purchase from you. You're rude. You know, and I was like, you totally missed on a business. She had cute jewelry. Can somebody else pick that up and run with that? Absolutely. You know, I don't care what business you're in. When you provide good customer service and you put your customers either using text or email or some sort of Facebook stuff, and they're constantly getting that from you, they will continue to buy from you, and they will bring people to you. Hands down, every time. So be a good human, but you need that path. You really do need that path of knowing how to do that. And is it on the fly sometimes? Y'all, Thursday was totally on the fly. Do I typically do consultations? No, I don't. Did I up the price as of last night? Yeah, because it took me an hour, not 30 minutes. So that price went up. So, you know, but I have another 8 people. That's crazy. So I don't care what business you're in. You can totally make that rock. So, but you need to know where to take them, and you need to have a plan and be able to have that all in place. So that's what we're going to do for Black Friday. So have a place. They need to go somewhere. Because if not, you'll lose them. You really will. Any other questions?
Yes, I do, Connie. This is Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Hi. So I'm wondering, so how do you approach those? How do you approach those other vendors, and what do you say to them?
Well, I've just naturally become friends with them at events or on social media. Now I do so if I put out the post, can I promote your business for free? I send them information, and I just start to ask them, like, tell me a little bit about your business. What are you struggling with your business? Do you have a special offer that you're wanting them to do? And, you know, it becomes a friendship versus we're just going to trade posts. Like, I really want to get to know them. So it's a lot more asking questions versus being really businesslike and saying, okay, great, let's trade posts. Like, you can't do it. You can't do it that way. You've got to really get to know who they are, where their business is, what are they struggling with, and who do they know. But I ask questions like, how long have you been doing your business? What do you love about your business? Things like that. So, but online garage sale sites, there's if you just Google on Facebook, there's a ton of network marketing groups that have like 18,000, 20,000 people. You know, the thing I'll say to you is find somebody you connect with. Don't just like go out and poach them. That sounds bad, but you know, find somebody that you connect with. I love my LuLaRoe lady. I do. I love my Tupperware lady, my Pampered Chef lady. And I met them at events. So, and sometimes, so I hear people say, you know, well, the event was so slow. You guys, if the event's slow, talk to the vendors. They're customers. They're prospects. Really get to know them. I mean, I've been at some duds of events, quite frankly. And I still enrolled the Mary Kay.
Well,
Go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, that's what I was wondering when you're at an event. How do you approach the other vendors? Because whenever I approach another vendor for any reason, you know, they jump on me right away trying to sell me something. I mean, I can barely walk up to their booth and they're jumping on me and telling me what they have. So how do you what do you say to them, and how do you create that rapport with them?
I just ask them questions. Like, tell me a little bit about your business. How long have you been doing it? I mean, if I want to buy something, I will, but I don't make that the priority. So, I mean, just be nice to them. And kind of just get to talk. So my LuLaRoe and I person, we were at a very slow event, super slow. We just started, she had 2 girls there, and we got to just chatting. How old are your girls? I mean, just those questions. So it's like dating somebody. What questions would you ask somebody on a first date? Okay, it's not, just start a conversation. I mean, it's not even at that moment about, hey, can we partner up? It's, I just want to know you. Because maybe I don't want to partner with you, and you're going to find that out really quickly. So, but if you're just walking around, if you're a vendor at another event, typically before events happen, just sit there and just talk with them a few minutes. Like, tell me a little bit about your business. Like, how long have you been doing this? What's your favorite product? Just get to know them. And then that kind of naturally evolves into a friendship. Or you'll look at it and be
Okay,
like,
thanks.
yeah, we're not going to mesh. The paparazzi lady,
Yeah.
or whatever that Joy thing is, her and I were not going to mesh. And that's cool. I just needed to walk on. So, but I mean,
Okay,
honestly,
thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other questions? No. None. Zilch, you guys are quiet.
No, but I just PayPal'd you.
I just got my phone's like dinging. So we'll get all that set up. I have
That was me.
go to this afternoon, and then I will get everything ready, and then the first you guys can join in. Okay. Easy enough. So, and we'll kind of go over more during that time of where do y'all need to go and what does this look like, because it does look different. My ideal client is somebody with chronic aches and pains. My social media is going to look completely different than yours. So my kits look completely different. What I offer them looks completely different. So, and that's okay. You need to figure out for you, what does that look like? Okay. Any other questions? Nope. Well, hopefully y'all got some tips. Cherie's going to go look in her Facebook, because I guarantee you she's got people in other. Guarantee you've got people in other folder back there. Yeah, so just go back in there and look. You might be shocked who's in there. So.
Oh, Connie, I did think of a question. This is Heather. So, when you do this Black Friday, are you basically getting retail customers or selling kits? I realize that it'll probably look different for each business, but as a doTERRA person, kind of what's your goal there?
So we've got it in separate categories. So some of it will be the trio kits, and then some of it will be the actual, like, probably family essential kit-ish, or the home essential kit. Well, probably Roma Touch and home essential. And then we're going to do free. So the big thing on Black Friday is that people want something free. How many people have walked into a mall where it's crazy to get a $5 gift card if they spend $25? They do it all the time. That's part of Black Friday craziness, right? So if you can create that, what can you give them? And for us, it's probably going to be diffuser necklaces to go with that. So, but that's one thing I'm going to require of all the people that join us, is that there's kind of just a little special offer that they get. Because that's one reason why people will do Black Friday online. So, and when you question that, like, what is Amazon offering? Like, y'all know Amazon's going to get crazy in about 2 weeks. Like, what are they going to be offering? They always offer something to go with it, all of that. So, but it'll probably, Heather, to answer that, like, it'll probably, we always do the Roma Touch and Home Essential Kit. So it'll probably be like a diffuser necklace to go with that, or even a $20 gift certificate towards more oils on their next purchase. Something to that effect.
Well, so when they buy one of those kits, when they buy the kits, they're actually getting the wholesale account. And
Correct.
if you do just like the intro kit, that's a retail, and they get the diffuser necklace.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, we may actually do that as a wholesale account, like at the $55 price. So
Sweet. I can't wait to hear more.
yeah, I'm still, I've not had time to do all the math, but we have stuff in categories. It's got women, men, pets, kids, and under $10. And then $11 to $25 is our categories. So business owners can, and so I'm charging for my Black Friday because I'm doing all the copywriting and I'm creating graphics for everybody, because y'all direct sell people have the hardest time creating graphics. And so I'm creating all of that for them. So there is a charge, but it's the same price as if they went to an event and they're getting 45 days. But the nice thing is they'll be able to look at that category in that album and be able to have a link to just go purchase. So one thing I'm doing different, I'll keep it recording. And I'm doing this Sunday night to see how this works in a class that we're doing. But I am sending them, so if somebody decides they want to do right that second, I'm going to send them to Square and have them purchase that kit or those oils with that wholesale account with that, or whatever that looks like, and go ahead and just purchase it, and then I'll set up their wholesale account. So we're going to try it and see. So it's not set up an appointment, especially online. Like, they need to be able to purchase right that second. They need to pull out that credit card and purchase. And so we're going to try it and see and make it tweaked. But what I'm noticing with most online stuff, like, people want to purchase right that minute. That's the biggest thing business owners do wrong. And if they're going through an album and they want that trio kit, I need them to purchase that right that minute. Not set up an appointment and chat with me, because I'll lose them. Like, they've got their credit card out. They're ready to purchase. So
Yeah, I agree. That's brilliant.
yeah, we're going to try it and see. That's what I'm seeing, though. But y'all, it can even be some of my Uli guys. Like, you can even do a spa in a jar where it comes with one oil. And so they're getting, cute little gifts, and they're $25 or under. You just have to figure out shipping. And another secret on that, like, put the shipping in the price, and then just up the price a little bit to cover the shipping. And then you say it's free shipping. Like, I really wanted this Pampers Chef thing the other day, and it was like a $25 item. The shipping was going to cost me $9. Like, that's insane. So before I paid it, I contacted her and I said, are you doing a party, or can I have it shipped to your house and cost less? Like, that's crazy to spend $9.95 for a $20 item. So we worked it out. And I got my whipped cream maker. So easy enough. But we're going to look through all of that. Like, how do you, because when people are Black Friday shopping, they want to purchase right that second. They're not going to want to set up an appointment. They don't want to do all that. They want to purchase right that second. So you've got to be able to give them that option, or I think you're going to lose them. So just my thoughts. So I may have different thoughts later on, but that's my thoughts right now. Any other questions? Y'all have great questions always. No? Okay. I'm going to the post office. and going to go run a few errands and then go to a wedding. So this has been fun. So if y'all have other topics, just let me know and we'll figure out how to address them. Okay? So I'm always good with that. So, okay. Have an awesome rest of your Saturday, ladies. The recording will be up probably sometime tonight. I don't see
Thank you, Connie. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
You too.
Yeah, enjoy your
Good,
wedding.
Connie.
Bye.
It'll be fun. Bye, ladies.